Welcome to Lengua Franca, and in this video we will look at the verb ser. In Spanish, there are two verbs that mean to be, and this is typically the first of the verbs that students learn. It is also the most irregular verb in the Spanish language. In fact, that is true for all Indo-European languages, that the verb to be is the uber funky verb. But that's for another discussion. For now, let's just look at ser. To start off, we can see that there is agreement between the subject and verb in ser. Yo soy. Tú eres. Él, ella, usted es. Nosotros o nosotras somos. Vosotros o vosotras sois. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. As we said earlier, in English, to be is also highly irregular, but despite the irregularity, there is agreement between the subject and the verb. So how do we use ser in a sentence or even a paragraph? Follow along with the following paragraph. There are a number of cognates in this paragraph, and you should be able to guess the meanings. Raúl es de Costa Rica. Nosotros somos compañeros de cuarto. Él es muy inteligente. Bueno, este es su primer examen de biología, A+. Mis notas no son muy buenas. Por eso, mi madre dice que es importante estudiar con otra persona. El problema es que no soy muy trabajador. ¿Eres un buen estudiante? ¿Deseas estudiar conmigo? Note for that each sentence, the first verb is conjugated and that it agrees with its subject. Can you guess the general meaning of the paragraph? Raúl es de Costa Rica. That is where he is from. Nosotros somos compañeros de cuarto. We are roommates. Él es muy inteligente. He is very intelligent. Este es su primer examen de biología. This is his first biology exam. Mis notas no son muy buenas. My grades are not so good. Es importante estudiar con otra persona. It is important to study with another person. El problema es que no soy muy trabajador. The problem is that I'm not very hardworking. ¿Eres un buen estudiante? Are you a good student? Overall, we use ser for a variety of uses in Spanish, all with some sort of connection to the verb to be in English. As you will see, the list is kind of long. We use ser to identify an aspect about someone. Es profesora. Es la esposa de Gil. Es mi libro. We also use ser to talk about their nationality. Soy cubano. Or the origin of something. Es de Arizona. Ser is the verb used to talk about the inherent characteristics of someone or something. Es inteligente. Somos rubias. Or to talk about the material that an object is from. Es de plástico. We use it to talk about who an item is for, es para mí, as well as who owns the item, es de Sara. Ser is used to talk about the generalizations about a situation, es bueno, es importante. Finally, we use ser to mark events. El baile es en el Club Habana. Phew, that is a long list. How can we condense this list into something that makes sense and covers all of our bases? Well, if you take this entire list and find a common denominator, you get this. Ser is really meant to be used to identify characteristics of someone or something. It is essentially a big equal sign. For those of you who are really good at higher level math, this should make some sense. For those of you who are math phobic, well, sorry, but a bit of basic algebra is not such a bad thing. For example, I want to describe my mom. So I use ser to do this. Mi madre es inteligente. Mi madre es optimista. Mi madre es de México. Mi madre es morena. Mi madre es profesora. Mi madre es esposa de mi padre. In each of these cases, I am using ser to say what qualities and characteristics she equates. She is intelligent, optimistic, from Mexico, brunette, a professor, and the wife of my father. In each case, ser is agreeing with the subject. My mom is a third person singular subject, and the corresponding form of the verb is es. And with that, we conclude this video on the verb ser in Spanish. We will pick up this topic again later when we contrast ser with the other verb in Spanish that means to be, which is estar. So please check that video out. And don't forget to like the video and leave any comments or questions that you have, as well as to subscribe to Lingua Franca's YouTube channel, which has more videos on Spanish grammar and much more. Oh, and please check out our Patreon page if you're at all interested in supporting us in our work. Hasta pronto. Adiós.